set! Ready? Ready? Get out! Set! Ready? Set it! Ready, ready? Let's go! Hot, hot! Ready, set! Check out! Down! Hut! Ready, break! Go! Let's go now! Ready? Set! Ready! Get out! Ready, ready! Ready? Set! Ready, ready? Here we go, here we go! Hot, hot! Here we go, set! Check go! Ready? Hut! Come on, set! Go! Set! Ready? Okay, break! Get out! Set it! Ready? Let's go! Ready, ready? Down! Hot, hot! Let's go now! Check go! Set! Ready! Hut! Ready, ready! Go! Set! Ready! Here we go, here we go! Get out!
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we'll keep our eye on Azeez Al-Shaair, who had a strong showing last week with an 8-tackle game. It's the Titans and the Colts, and it's coming up next.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Broken tackle. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercise before this one, and they're paying off.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Right back to Spears. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Titans. Tyjae Spears with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Well, taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago. 18 carries, 63 yards, and a touchdown.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Personal foul, unnecessary running, defense.
A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Hall on a give up the middle. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Colts still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, topic one, this team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long. And because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one goes for 24 yards. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Hall. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Breece Hall with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, partner. Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. Again, I like the way that they started this ball game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. Here's
Spears on 2nd down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. They're going to be tough to throw on top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. First and 10, it's Levis. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
That one's taken in by Spears. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Mike Gesicki, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Hall again. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Straight ahead is Hall. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that will be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Hall. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one. I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Levis's throw is on target to Burks.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Levis to throw it. He gets it to Burks again.
That'll give him 8 that time, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Now Levis. This one downfield to Burks.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
They'll throw it again with Levis. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. That pass taken in by Burks. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I can't help but chuckle a little bit because at this point, it can't be a surprise to anyone in the building who's going to get the ball. They just keep feeding him over and over, and he just keeps on delivering.
Levis back to throw. On the right side open is Gesicki. Just a gain of a yard in what all likelihood will be the final play of the first half. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
But you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Titan football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now Spears to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Off the play fake, Levis. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
Chalk that one up to bad acting, I guess, because they certainly failed to sell the handoff, and the pressure stayed keyed in on the quarterback. No Oscar awards for this offense, just a loss of yardage.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Back to throw, it's Levis. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just lob one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And taken right at the 35. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle, but give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Looking to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Hall.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
And hang on here. We've got an injured player, and that's the running back, Breece Hall. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Eckler is going to take this one in for a Colts touchdown.
And maybe that's the magic touch right there. They didn't use him at all in the first half, at least running the football. But here they entrust him with some work down in the red zone, and he responds. 1 carry, 1 touchdown.
Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drives 7 plays in length.
And it's Austin Eckler who finishes things off with a touchdown run.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Levis.
Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Out of the gun to give to Spears.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a give to Spears. And not much room to speak of. They'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Levis on 3rd down. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taken in at the 22. A nice punt, but a good run back as well at 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Colts to take over. Remember, right now they are on a 6-game losing streak, trying to snap that. And a good sign is they've got the lead in the football. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. Takes it to about the 37.
He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down, and he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down. Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains. That was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 28. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass in just under 20 yards.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple. A handoff for Hall. Busts through the tackle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
They'll go again with Hall. He will push his way down to about the 14.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. They'll set up to throw. On the screen, this is Eckler. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And Gay knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So Levis and the Titans now
down 24-14. A minute 50 to play. Levis, and they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. Gets it to Burks.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Levis. And that's into the hands of Gesicki. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 45-yard line. Levis to throw. That is caught by Shakir.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Levis. Completes to Shakir once again.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just
Ready. On the double. Get up. Come on, set. Ready. Set. Ready. Set it. Hot. It's week 8 of the NFL, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Colts and the Chargers on Thursday night.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. And tonight we begin week 8 with a good matchup for you here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the LA Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. We're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions. But they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Hall again. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Colts have 1-6 now. But they come into this one fresh off the victory last week. They finally snapped that 6-game losing streak.
And you've heard the phrase much-needed win. That was a much-needed win. They needed something to energize that locker room and give them a little sense of purpose. And oftentimes, that sense of purpose and a little relaxation can lead to better performance the following week as well.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The throw right side here going to be incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Go, hey, go, go, go.
And some room to work. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. And in 2 plays just like that, they're already operating in the red zone. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Pass hauled in by Johnston. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game you play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Herbert on 3rd down now. Open man, it's Johnston. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now Spiller on the toss left side. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23. From the 50, here's Herbert. Getting the football to Davis on an out route. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up second down. Here's Herbert. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance, if they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
They'll give the Hall. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Hall again on second down. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hall want to give up the middle. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here, and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, and it goes out of bounds, and they keep it.
Someone came up with a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very unfortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Now there's Rigoberto Sanchez on fourth down to punt this thing. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. That's Johnston. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now 2nd and 5. Herbert. A short one there, caught by Likely. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On first down, it's Herbert. Right side, he has Johnston. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This 2nd and 4. Herbert back to the air. To the sideline and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now it's Herbert. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked out a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. So we have reached halftime. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room. Maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man coverage were so committed to denying a big throw that it pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 8 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Yeah, they're back a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To the air again, Herbert. He gets it to Johnston. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will find his man on the outside. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down.
Couple of 1st downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Here's a give to Hall, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Touchdown! A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we didn't put our best foot forward in the 1st half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation where you absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. 3rd and 2, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Of the gun, Herbert. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Marte Mapu, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll run. It's... Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Breece Hall, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Gay is on for the point after. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied 4th quarter as the kick's away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back.
Set. 380.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
5-9.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10.
Set. Go.
Again, Herbert. Complete to Likely. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 38-yard line.
It's a well-designed play here. 3 wide receivers in the formation. They're all going to run deep routes to put pressure on the safeties. And then they let their tight end cut his route off a little shorter and work toward the middle of the field. That's a difficult route to try to defend.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Hands it off out of the gun.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Here's 2nd down.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
What a kickoff to the week this has been. Now a big play. It's 3rd down.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Run.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
His 8th rushing touchdown and 9th overall on the year. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
And that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So the Colts now down by 7. 1:39 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10.
On the screen, this is Eckler. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock. and let your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Here now, 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
3rd and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try to run it here with Hall.
And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Herbert to throw. And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going to be caught by Davis.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, the entire game coming down to this kick from Cade York.
This from long, very long range. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Boy, that's a big-time letdown there. You work yourself in position to win the game, but the kick winds up no good. And now you've got to regroup as a team, get the energy back up, and get ready for overtime. And make sure you pump him up, too. He may be needed to try and win it again later.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came in just shy of the crossbar. And that changes everything here in OT. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Caught by Wilson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And they get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Keeping the aggression going on defense in overtime here on first down blitz.
You know you can get burned on it big time if they pick it up. But in this situation, they brought the blitz, put some pressure on the QB, and he wasn't able to complete a pass downfield.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all time. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just...
Oh, and it's intercepted!
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
What a big-time interception that is here on the first drive of overtime. And now, Charles, they're already knocking on the door with a short field. Remember, all they need is 3 points to win this game.
And that thing...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? What, we're getting overtime? Great